Hey, greetings everyone from our home to yours. I hope that this finds you safe and well. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of us trying to find Jesus throughout the Bible, searching for those breadcrumbs that God left, leading us to Jesus. Today, our breadcrumbs take us to the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, we believe, was written by King Solomon, just as our breadcrumb from last week was written by him and his students, we believe. So he wrote Proverbs, then Ecclesiastes. And as the writer of the book of Proverbs, his idea and his students' idea, the main purpose of that book was to find wisdom, and that wisdom, the beginning of that was the fear of God, and that if you had a good, healthy fear and awe of God, and that wisdom would lead you to a better life. And so you have this, hey, everything's going to be okay if you follow Jesus type thing. Of course, they didn't use the word Jesus. That's my words. Everything's going to be okay. You turn the page into the book of Ecclesiastes, and about 2 sentences in, everything is meaningless. Everything is useless. Life is useless. The sky is falling. So how did we go from follow Jesus, trust in God, fear God, you'll be wise, wisdom will lead you into a good life, to it's all useless? Well, we have to put that uselessness into context. Because when you read more, what you find is that fame, fortune, money, stuff, those things we call worldly things, those are the things that are meaningless. Solomon was considered the wisest man on earth at the time. Some would consider him the wisest ever. And because of his wisdom, because he was the king, the wealth that he had, he was able to experiment and indulge in anything and everything that he wanted without question. He could have all the things, all the pleasures, everything that he wanted to excess if he wished. And so he chased more and more of everything. He wanted to do everything bigger and better and more of it. He married more, learned more, did more than anyone. And so he wrote the book of Proverbs, pass on the wisdom that he had learned chasing all these things. And then he wrote Ecclesiastes to say all those things that he chased, all that chasing that he did, that is useless. If that is the meaning of your life, that is what is useless. He said, literally, all that stuff that I did, it means nothing. To him, if that is your life, all of life then is utterly meaningless. And of course it is. I mean, without purpose, without meaning, without good meaning and good purpose, life is useless. Life coaches, gurus, self-helpers, they will all tell you to be able to be successful, to find, to be productive, to find you have to find your meaning in life. And without meaning in your life, they will tell you as well that you cannot be happy. I mean, I agree. Without meaning, life is useless. And if you feel useless and desperate, you're not happy. I mean, culture gets this. They understand. Movies get this. I mean, almost every hero movie is about that person trying to find the meaning to life and the purpose for their life. I mean, we see the hero, if they're a boxer or something, without a purpose or without a meaning, they'll lose. And then all of a sudden somebody comes in and shows them their purpose and meaning in life, whether it's love or, revenge or whatever that purpose is in the movie. Maybe it's to save all of mankind. Then, and only then, once they found that purpose, once they found that meaning in life, do they actually start the heroic stuff. And once they start doing that heroic stuff, they save the world and then they're happy. Almost every movie. So many of us are searching for meaning. We search in our jobs, we search in stuff and things, we search in fame, fortune, money, we search for it in other people. And the irony is that when we chase meaning or look for meaning in those types of things, those worldly things, money, fame, fortune, followers on social media, if those are the things that we're chasing, ironically, those types of things, chasing those things, end up ruining our life, our health, ruining the lives of other people, even to the point of destruction, if we keep focusing on the wrong meaning. But Ecclesiastes tells us that the meaning of life, the true meaning of life, is God, or we would say, following Jesus. So while Proverbs and Ecclesiastes seem opposed to one another, ironically by the same author, it's not. They're saying the same thing. Fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, and when you have wisdom, life will be good. But if you chase the wrong things, life will be bad, because the meaning of life is God. So it's all wrapped up together. And if you boil it down in today's language, for us Christians today, all of that is saying it's Jesus. That's it. That's all. Jesus. It's only Jesus. Only when we follow Jesus, when we focus on Jesus, when we live our lives the way Jesus has asked us to live, with him in the center, life has meaning. So let me ask you, are you lost? Are you wandering around? Are you searching for meaning? Do you need a purpose in life? He'll provide all that. So may you go this week knowing that Jesus, through his life and death, has provided you life and the meaning of life. Grace and peace to you. God bless you. Have a great week.